Another part of the call to the previous DCF food stamp fraud. Same conversation, part two. He says he's had broken neck 20 years ago, claims that it's still broken. Well, it takes more strain and toll on a broken neck to play video games than not. So if you can sit and play video games all day with a controller, then you can go out to work, can't you? But he was living off of my daughter, so why'd he have to? I would love to be working right now. I can't even get $56 a month to get toilet paper, so I need to 98. But this guy does. Because I was working after 14 hours on Social Security. I'm justified and I have all the paperwork to prove everything I'm telling you. I'm fighting for my Social Security back so that I can have something, some kind of medical coverage, because otherwise I can't get paper. And because somebody didn't properly enter my record, I was denied and kicked off from Social Security and had to reapply. After 14 years, this is very unjustifiable, and I'm pretty sure if you look at my name, you know I have filed criminal charges. So of course but I was done wrong. I should have never been done wrong like this. I filed against the Department of Children and Family Services, Human Services, and NECA because every single one of my court files and attorney files from legal aid prove that I did not commit fraud, food stamp fraud, when I was stoned and I was under investigation in St. John's Ferry, Vermont, back in 2018. I'm lazy to appeal. And with that being said, I have never committed fraud. And, I'm tired of being called a liar, a cheater, and all of that stuff. The ones that call me that are the ones that did that, okay? And so here's the other piece of this. But they put in there that they went to my house. So they found me to be in trouble if I got sanctioned and had to pay all that back because economic services fraud is messed up. So I filed federal charges about it. Now I hope that they can do something about the people that are really up for committing fraud. Right, yeah, no, I'm going to look into this. Now that I have the name and have some information, and again, I have your phone number, so I can phone yeah, so like I said, I live on the Capitol, so I know what's going on. Yep, no, definitely get some phone out. No, that like I said, my daughter is deaf and so she covers it. And as long as they are, we're meeting with them. And I have a recording of that meeting to verify their meeting friends of my daughter's daycare, and they know that she's definitely domestic violence, and they are not helping her heal when they're knowing that she's up there in that same building, harassing her, gassing her, and now she yells at my grandson and tells him to shut up, coach, and turns up the music because he didn't feel stressed. And when I moved here in August, he scratched his lip. He said he called 911 to the hospital and said that he was suicidal. But 24 hours later, he didn't want to bed. He was fine. Oh, really? Yeah, really. And that's who's got my grandson 4 days a week, and Brianna's not allowed to see him at all. Are you fucking serious? I had to observe him for 24 hours while he stood outside the door, which Kevin wasn't supposed to be open, but he was over here bothering my daughter at the same time. Yep. And the mandated reporter, being the brother-in-law, standing right in the doorway, allowing it to happen. And his name is Neil Yates. So there's nobody out here protecting myself, my daughter, or my grandson. And like I said, he does not belong up here. He's not on my daughter's leash, and that's the only way that I can assure that my daughter is safe. Is by somebody, please, doing the right thing instead of convicting the wrong. Mind you, this girl's a mandated reporter too. And this is in February. So I started reporting him in February, abusing myself, my daughter, and my grandson. And like I said, you can coincide with, they did nothing about it. They took my grandson away from my daughter, knowing that she was the one that was being abused. This is the state of Vermont. my constitutional rights because I was the caller of this accused. Therefore, they alerted him that there was a call.
See the retaliation?
Oh, really? When they knocked on my door.
He
Yes,
was
ma'am.
listening in
And that's not cool. So
to
I
everything that I do, and then he knows that I'm making a call,
my constitutional amendment for
so he makes a call. The judge even acknowledged it in my restraining order against him when he's the one that filed against me. Okay? So why is it that, again, my middle daughter, Kiana Crossan, has my grandson 3 days a week when she's the one that went to my daughter, Brianna, for help because her and Dylan were doing heroin. And they got kicked out of their apartment. And they carried with them some luggage called bed bugs. And we know because Kiana is on record making allegations against me saying that I was what? Trying to push her down the stairs. Well, the judge already acknowledged that in my restraining order as well. So why is it that Kiana, the one that is actually abusive and coached and learned how to lie through the state and the government, is that why she's got Jay Colby 3 nights a week and Kevin has him 4 nights a week is what I get a message about? I don't know who the message was from, but they told me to look into it. And I have the right. Even though it's against the state law, it's a violation of the federal law to violate constitutional rights. So anybody, again, if your kids have been taken into state custody through the DCF, Department of Children, Family, Human Services, stand up for your rights. Keep on following because I've got more information and stories to share with you. And I'm telling you, my advice, I don't give up. Yeah, so what if the judge dismissed the cases? He's at a state level federal court. I'm taking it to Washington, D.C. And perhaps I may just be one of them standing out there with the truckers pretty soon. And I'm going to teach everybody the right of revolution through your right of constitution. Your disability rights, human rights, civil rights, all of your rights is what you really need to know. And so once you learn them, perhaps maybe you'll start exercising them. And if I was you, if it was my child that was missing in state custody, I'd be getting my ass up on the federal court and asking them why the state took my kid knowing that I had reported abuse. I'd be asking, like I have, brought it to public knowledge, that I want TJ Donovan impeached. I want him investigated for the illegal medical kidnapping that he does to people. Molly Gray, why aren't you paying attention? I know that you were at that hospital over the summertime when my daughter was in there being shot up with ketamine. Did you see my daughter in there, Molly Gray? I want those answers.